This is the time of year you got to pull your equipment together. Get ready to start beekeeping or expanding for the spring. We're going to look at some of the things that we saw at the North American Honeybee Expo. So the first one I'm going to start with today is the Queen White Dial. Y'all know Jason. What's your TikTok handle?
Bohemia Bees.
Yeah, so go follow. Queen White Dial, if I remember right, you won a ribbon last year for it.
We did.
And then you came and produced it. And Jason was really kind to actually send me one. But it was like right when we were pulling honey, and then we had the storm, of course.
Yeah.
So if you got a second,
I do.
let me try and
Let's
flip it around. Let's see what's going on.
Ryan Kopar and I, he's with Castle Hives. We basically came up with an idea of how to when you inspect your hive, you can mark your hive as to what the status of your hive was once you've inspected. If you have a mated queen, if you have any supersedure cells, swarm cells, or no queen or a virgin queen. You also can mark the year of the queen. So this was last year's queen. Much of our hives look like this coming in through winter.
Right.
When we do splits this year and have new queens that are this year, it'll look like that. You can see what's last year's queens, what's this year's queens. An erasable marker, you can check the box for inspect, feed, or treat.
Yeah.
And put the next action date when you want to take action on your hive.
And you just use like a wax pen
You can use a wax pen or erasable marker.
Erasable,
or both.
okay,
Erasable
sounds
marker,
good.
Exactly. Once you become queenless,
you
got to figure out how to get queen right again.
That's right.
So in order to do that, you either have to learn how to take eggs from another colony, or get a queen cell, or a virgin queen, or mated queen, whatever part in the process.
A lot of different options.
Exactly. To put in there. So what we've created is the mating indicator.
Okay.
It shows the gestation cycle of a queen from egg all the way to being a mated queen.
Yeah, so a lot of people know that timeline that I do. This is kind of that timeline, but it's all in a dial.
That's right.
My new beekeepers, they get like really freaked out when they're doing splits because of that last week, because those bees are like diminishing. You have no queen, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my, it didn't take, but your queen is not quite laying yet, or they're out on their mating flight. They've already, you can't find them because that's why they're not in the hive, but you're like, what's going on? And people freak out at that last week.
Well, once it's a capped cell, and you're looking at actually the time frame for the pupa stage, the emerging stage, or the mating flight, you want to stay out of the hive at this point. So if today is the 4th or the 3rd, and you have a capped cell, and you need to realize that you need to stay out of that hive until really the 17th or the 18th when they're mating and the mating flights are over and they should have a mated queen. So it's a little tool for you to be able to do that. Yeah,
and it's actually like if you don't have a mentor that you can call, it's your mentor. It's like they are going, I'm right. I have another week. I have
Stay
another
out
week.
of it.
So, and you're not going to get in too early and mess up something that's going on.
And we actually have at the show today called a pod. It's the same thing you just saw. But it's a pod that can fit in your pocket like a tool. So in addition to being able to fix it to a hive and use it for on various hives, you have that calculator, the bee calculator, right in your pocket. So you can pull it out and you say, even if you want to write on a card or you want to write on the hive or put a brick up or use another system, you don't have to be married to this system. You can just use the calculator portion of it, do the same thing we just did.
And that would work really well with gloves. Wait to try mine out.
Exactly.
It's really great. Now, if someone wants to get this, where do they find?
You can go to queenrightdial.com.
Queenrightdial.com.
You got it.
Okay.
You get it from there. You can go through Nature's Image Farm. He also sells them.
Nature's Image Farm, and they also have the new
the hive bodies we talked about.
The new copper dip. We love y'all.
I appreciate you coming and seeing us.
Yeah, we're gonna walk around.
I'm glad we finally got to get on the live.
Yeah, I know. Hope it helped.